Hi boys and girls. Okay, today we're going to add these finishing details onto our dinosaur, okay? We're all going to be trying to be inspired by our artist, and so in most of his art he added a crown. If you wanted to add some additional details with paper, you can draw that and cut it out. If you want to add teeth, if yours is a sharp tooth. If it's not a sharp tooth, you could still add teeth. They just wouldn't be like that, right? You could cut out paper and add eyes. And we're going to be focusing on using oil pastel to add those internal details, because we know our artist did that a lot. If you wanted to add claws to yours, you could use like a black oil pastel. If you wanted to add some like claws, maybe yours, it was too hard to make them out of paper, so you want to just do some right now, you could do that with the black oil pastel. Okay, so Mrs. Walker created a brontosaurus or brachiosaurus, so it's more of a plant eater. So I probably wouldn't put sharp teeth in there, but I could cut out some teeth to put in there. I might just put a row of teeth and then use a pencil to draw them. So I could just be kind of sloppy here. Remember his stuff, he didn't worry about it being perfect, did he? He did kind of sloppy stuff, but it was his style, and we're trying to go with his style. So maybe I just stick those on there like, hey, maybe those are teeth, maybe they're not. I could do eyes. Now in his art, he used yellow with red for the eyes. So I could do that, or I could do just traditional white ones. I think I'm just going to do a couple of yellow ones. I'm going to cut out 2 circles attached together, almost like the number 8. I'm going to put them on there, and I'm going to use a Sharpie to make that black circle in there, so it looks like he's, see if I like this. Well, I don't know if I like the teeth. Wonder if I were to separate the teeth. Remember, you don't have to use it just because you cut it out. If you cut it out and you go, you know, I'm not feeling that, just don't use it, okay? I'm going to see if I like this better. I may leave the teeth off, but I might put them in there. All right, I'm going to leave them there for now and see how I feel about that. All right, crown. I definitely want to include a crown. If you're going to include a crown, you just need like a rectangular piece of paper, and then I'm just going to cut some triangles out of it. So diagonal lines like this. Okay, and then you could have drawn that crown first, so you could draw it and then cut it out. I like the black line in there, so I'm going to draw my black line in there now. But let's say, I'm just going to throw this up here in the sky. I don't want it to be covering up too many things. Let's stick it over there. You could draw yourself a crown by just doing a line down, over, up, and then do the zigzag lines, right? Down, up, and then cut it out. Either way would be fine. Same idea though, right? We're going in and out, and just trimming it off. There, I could even put 2 if I wanted to, couldn't I? All right, let's see. If I was making him have spikes, I could use some zigzag lines for that, right? I could just do some zigzag lines and cut this out. Now, I do not think brachiosauruses had this type of spikes on their back, but remember, this is your dinosaur. You can do whatever you want with it. If I want mine to have spikes, I can have them have spikes, right? Scales, whatever you think looks good on yours. Go ahead and do that. And I'm just experimenting right now, so I'm just seeing, do I want this on here? I'm going to have to bend it right there. I'm going to have to do a little bit of bending if I do put it, because I want it to run right along his back. Oh, I kind of like that. I might leave that on. All right. Now, any other details you want to add? I might add some toes. Just do some curved lines here. Our artist studied that anatomy book, and so Mrs. Walker printed out some skeletons in case you want to do a skeleton inside, because sometimes he would show what his looked like inside. So if I look at this skeleton, his jawbone is kind of like this. I'm going to move these for a minute. Let's see, his head would look like this. It's got two hollow places where the eyes are. There's that bone. I could do all the neck vertebrae going all the way down. Or I could just draw a straight line for this, couldn't I? I could just draw a straight line that goes right down through it. Rib bones. Look at all those rib bones. I'm going to draw some ribs in here. I think that looks kind of cool. It looks like they start kind of smaller here, then it gets kind of bigger, and then it gets smaller, and that spinal column goes all the way along his back. It looks like it goes right down into his tail, so I could do that all the way down if I wanted to. And again, if you don't want to do all these details, you could just draw a line to signify where that is, right? There's bones. Look at the giant bones in his leg. I think I might do some leg bones. Just look like some wavy lines here. People may not know what you are drawing here, but that's okay. That was one of his signature things, was he put a lot of little details in there that maybe the average person wouldn't know what it was. All right, once you have all the lines in there that you want and all the details that you feel, I might even put a stomach in here. There's his stomach. You could draw like his esophagus where all of his food goes down. Right. All right, now I feel like I'm ready to do some gluing. I'm going to make some decisions here. Do I want these? Do I want this? Do I want 2 crowns, 1 crown? Another thing you might do, Mrs. Walker has some fact sheets. You could add other words around this. So like if I want to put I don't have Brachiosaurus written on here anywhere, so I could get my oil pastel, and let's see, I'd probably do it with you could do it with a different color, you could do it with black. I'm going to write Brachiosaurus on here. B-R-A-C-H-I-S. Oops, I-O-S. A-U-R-U-S. So if there's any added details you want, maybe I want some of my footprints to be with black, or maybe I want something else there. Maybe I want to add like some of these fun facts about him, that he could have weighed 30,000 to 80,000 kilograms. So for kg. Those fun facts, if that's what your dinosaur is, might be fun to. He's an herbivore. I think I had herbivore on here somewhere. No, I have meat eater, so I probably better throw herbivore in here somewhere. I'm going to write it right here. Herbivore. That means he ate plants. Okay. All right, have fun. Add your details. I'm not going to glue these on right now while you're watching. I'm just going to go ahead and let you get started on yours.